Welcome back, everybody, to Ventthis. Here we are. It's actually a Saturday morning, and it's beautiful out here in sunny California. And we are ready to vent. Today's show is titled, What Does It Say About You? Well, we'll find out. And we've got some wacky vents, kissing cousins, a daunting shower, and dryer rage, which I have to say I have. But
Can't wait.
before we get into all of those lovely vents, my handsome co-host Paul Roseberry is here with us. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Chrissy. Yeah, I'll take the handsome, especially even though for some reason my camera's got me on like soft lens today. I don't know. I look like when an 80-year-old actress who was hot in her 20s, she'll only appear on TV with the soft lens. You
Yeah,
ever notice that? You'll
yeah,
be watching
yeah.
like a not that I tune into Lifetime for women very often, but they're notorious for it. The whole thing will be shot in HD, and then all of a sudden, when it's a close up on her, it's like we have 60s technology camera. It's just very blurry, and it's very generous. I see that a lot. But anyway, yeah, just my only update. So I'm sure I've mentioned a little bit. I got a little girl. She's 3 months. We were at the doctor's yesterday and they told us something, guys. I don't know if this helps any of you, if any of you are in this position, but it's exciting and fascinating and frustrating going
Oh,
through the different stages of infant growth, if you will, development. And so yesterday they were telling us, they said, look, you're at 3 months, somewhere between 4 and 6, the baby will start sitting up on her own, which is great. Now that sounds minor, but where it's really cool is when the baby starts sitting up on her own, that's around the same time that the little valve in your esophagus will start closing off on its own. So she doesn't puke everywhere every time you feed her. I gotta tell you, she doesn't puke every time, but it's enough that it made me realize that my analogy for for feeding a baby, it's kind of like when you fill a water balloon under the sink, right?
yeah.
And you get it right to where it's full. But instead of tying it off, you just set the water balloon on the counter and you just watch it just bob all around. And everything you put in comes out and it just goes everywhere that you don't want it to be. It's everywhere but inside the balloon anymore. And that's what a baby's belly is. It's an untied water balloon. And I love to play with the kid. I want to tickle her. I don't swing her around like we're on a roller coaster, but you can't play with your baby for a good hour after you feed her. You gotta know, you want to play with your kid. You gotta make sure you find out, hey, when was the last time we fed this girl? And it's got to have been an hour. You play with her. Yesterday we covered a Chelsea's good at like decorating. We have these nice blue, like kind of velvety sort of throw pillows on the on the couch. And I knew it. I knew when I was leaning her against one, I should not tickle her while she's
Oh,
against the
no.
blue velvet pillow. Sure enough,
Oh,
see you later. Boom.
oh,
I
no.
know. So now we have blue and white pillow. That's what we have on
Well,
the
you
left
know what
side.
you can do? Have her throw up on the other one, then you'll have matching pillows.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to. I might just do it to make her feel comfortable. Like when Billy Madison peed his pants to make the other kid feel comfortable. There's a reference that shows you how old I am.
Yeah.
I was in high school when Adam Sandler was hot.
He's still hot, but yeah, yeah,
A
you're
lot of people
old.
don't even know who he is. Anyway, so that's what's going on.
Loretta, let's hit it. Bet one.
What would you do if your boyfriend brought his cousin to an art gallery and this cousin tried to kiss me? His cousin kept talking to me about how grateful he was that his cousin, my boyfriend, is trying to fix us up. I told him he has this all wrong. I am his cousin's girlfriend. He said, I got it all wrong. I'm not going to tell you how this turned out because I want to know what you would have done. Signed, Slap Me Awake.
All right. So what I'm hearing here is this girl doesn't know that her relationship is over. The boyfriend's doing a handoff. He's doing the cousin to cousin handoff. He's trying to go Eskimo brothers among the cousins. And yeah, he doesn't want her anymore. He thinks she'd be a great fit for his cousin. And he's just trying to slide him right in. That's what I think.
Wow.
Bold.
Wow. I just think this is, well, I didn't take it that way, Paul. I just thought this cousin number two, I'll call him, not the boyfriend cousin, but the cousin that tagged along, is
Yeah.
clueless. Like, how could you possibly think that this girl is interested in him when she's clearly with her boyfriend, cousin number one? I mean, do you
Yeah.
not see that they're dating, that they're kissing? I mean, this takes kissing cousins to a whole new level. I
Yeah.
I think this cousin number two is clueless. I don't agree with you, Paul, about what it is, but I see your point.
Well, I just always try to look like a step deeper. I try to look a little further under the surface because, yes, at a glance, Chrissy, 100%, it sounds like cousin one, who is the boyfriend, and the girl, who's the venter, have a relationship. Nothing confusing. Boyfriend, girlfriend, not have been on a couple dates, but have boyfriend, girlfriend status, if that's accurate. It sounds like they have boyfriend, girlfriend status. They're established. But then the odd nut is this weirdo cousin who rolls in. And you know, it's got to be that way, Chrissy, because not only that, he tries to kiss her like, like preemptively, like just unprompted kiss at an art gallery.
Yeah.
What does he think? Were they just ogling over some piece of art so closely that it was some like Lady in the Tramp, moment where they're leaning in and just observing the painting, and it called to him? Like it was a misfire. He went in for the kiss, and not only did I not get it, she's like, "Who the hell do you think you are? You're not even. This isn't for you." And he stuck to his guns. That loony bird stuck to his guns and said, "No, isn't it cool that my cousin, your alleged boyfriend, thinks we should be together and set us up?" Also,
Wow.
I'd be curious. I always wish that Venner was here for us. Where is boyfriend? Where's cousin one? Did he not attend? Was this some like Goodfellas shit where you take, some Pulp Fiction where you take the mob boss's lady out because he's out of town and it's just some like gentlemanly date? Why is she at an art gallery with the cousin and not the boyfriend?
No, I think the boyfriend's with them.
Then maybe these cousins are up to some shenanigans.
Yeah,
They might be up
something's
to the
off.
weird. They might
Yeah.
be up to the weird. Are they from West Virginia?
What
Are
does
these
that
Kentucky
mean?
kissing cousins?
Oh,
Kentucky kissing, kissing Kentucky. Say that three times fast down at the seashore with the seashells. Yeah, this might be some funky stuff.
so you're saying that this cousin one, the boyfriend, is trying to introduce cousin two so that some hanky panky could happen. Is that what you're
Which is
saying?
so weird.
That's
It's
weird.
so weird. I
We
don't
do,
know. I want so much backstory on this. This is a curious vent. This opens up a lot of doors. So now she's got to tell us like what happened. Please, can we have the follow up? Like she said, I'm not going to tell you what happened or whatever. Like,
yeah,
tell us what happened. So, because the next step is she confronts the boyfriend, right?
right.
That's definitely the next step. She has to go ask the boyfriend, hey, so your cousin tried to kiss me here at the art thing. And does she say it in front of the cousin? Does she
Yeah.
say it privately? Probably privately. And what does the boyfriend say? Does he go, geez, honey, that's nuts. I'm going to talk to him. He totally misunderstood. Somewhere between that to like, I'll kick his ass. Why would he
Yeah.
try to kick my girlfriend? Or does he say, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. You and my cousin both love balloons that shape like sharks and fly from Amazon. And I feel like you guys would really hit it off.
Boyfriend number one, cousin one, to pawn her off to
Yeah.
cousin number two.
Yeah.
That is a
Unbeknownst.
douchebag. If that's, you know what, girlfriend, we really want to know a follow up because I have faith in mankind. I don't think boyfriend one is pawning her off. I think cousin number one, cousin number two is a douchebag for trying to sneak in a kiss from his cousin's girlfriend.
I don't even think
Please
he's
write us
sneaking it
back.
in. I think he's just going full swoop. But I
Wow.
love what this brought out of you, Chrissy. bold douchebag. You said it like 5 times. When you said girlfriend, it almost sounded like hood. It wasn't even because she's the girlfriend of the story. You're like, girlfriend,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Miss Venter, Paul and I want to follow up. You said,
Please.
you know, there's more details. You have to write us back and let us know. As
I
long as
hope,
nobody's in jail, we want to know what's going on.
especially if someone's in jail. I hope
Oh, jeez.
everyone's in jail. I
Okay.
hope this led to some Yeah, hell yeah. Did art get damaged? Who got thrown out? Are you allowed back at this? I hope the boyfriend is going to come through and be like, look, yes, that's what's going on. I'm trying to hook you up with my cousin because I've been hooking up with your cousin.
Oh God.
Yes.
You
Yes.
you have just made a soap opera
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jerry Springer is dead, but his culture is not. This guy is hooking up with her cousin.
Okay. Venter, you need to let us know what's going on because now we've let the world know that this has gone in the most weirdest direction. So you better clarify this.
Yeah. Yeah. We want to
Wow.
know if we're with you, against
Yeah.
you. I think we're with you. I don't know what it
Yeah.
would take for us to be against you. We're not going to be against you.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
you're into. Hey, maybe you like chewing gum during whatever.
Should
That
we
was
move
fun,
on? Yeah. Yeah. These are getting hot and heavy.
aren't
Vent
they?
number two. Go,
All right.
girl. Let's hear it.
Isn't the idea of getting ready for a hot shower daunting? You come home really tired, and all you want to do is crash on the couch. But no, you have to take off all your clothes, turn on the shower, get the towel, get your slippers ready, because I can't stand stepping on a cold floor from a hot shower. All of this after a very difficult long day. Venters, what's the solution?
You gotta take a freaking shower. You're gonna smell. Get off your fat ass and take a shower, Venter. Give me a
Chrissy.
break. Come
Chrissy's
on.
unleashed.
I mean,
Unleashed.
it's a weird vent, Paul. Come on. I mean, who's tired of taking a shower?
I get it. I'm not going to lie. I actually get it, Chrissy. I understand this kind of laziness. And you know what? It's not even to blanket statement. I'm a morning shower kind of guy. I don't do the evening shower. I don't give a shit. I mean, unless I'm like, hit by a mud puddle with a truck going by or something, I'm not getting in that shower. So I guess I sleep gross according to many. Chelsea likes to shower at night and she
Me,
does think it's nasty that I go to bed, not showered from my day.
oh my God. I am so with Chelsea. I say the same thing to my husband. I'm a night shower. I like to get in my bed nice and clean. Actually, we should do that. Let's get a poll. How many people take day showers and how many people take night showers? I love a night shower.
You know where this is going, Chrissy. You
Where?
know, you know right where this is going. This is
Where?
direct correlation to toilet paper direction. You know it
Oh,
is. If you tear your toilet paper from the front, you shower in the morning. She's got her hands up for the testify. She's in church, folks. Chrissy's with this one. 100%. I see the correlation. I'm watching the graph. Yes, if you tear your toilet paper from the back, then you like to take a shower at night. And that's the back side of the day. Just like the morning is the front side of the day. There's
see?
a lot going on here.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. But I get it though. This woman, because she's a woman, it sounds like I always picture because it's Loretta's voice. I've always pictured their
Eh,
woman.
Paul, you don't know it's a woman.
I don't know what's wrong, but you know what? At the same time, I do. At the same time, only a woman would gripe like this, and that's not a shot at women. No, come on,
It
cut the shit.
is.
No, it's not a shot. Men do all kinds of weird shit too. This is a tick and tack. Only a woman would bitch that it's so daunting. She used the word daunting. A man would never come home. He'd never vent to another human. And isn't it daunting to have to take a hot shower? Do you know how many millennia people have not had the option of a hot shower? This person has it with the turn of a dial. She bitched that she had to take her clothes off. Gravity is doing most of that work. For God's sake, just let something be easy. And a hot shower in your own home, naked, should be the easiest shit you've done all day. If that's hard, I don't know how you walked out the door. I don't know who opened it for you. You must live in New York City with a doorman building. But that said, I get it. I get it. Because when you come home, here's the reason I'm with this venter. It's not the laziness of taking your clothes off, getting, you know what it is? It's the re-wake.
The what?
The re-wake. The wake up number two. When you're tired and you feel whatever those chemicals are that make you tired, and you know you don't want to like walk the dog once you already start to get the tired. You don't want to drink cold water once you've had the tired start to set in. You don't need a hot shower. It's going to revitalize you. It's going to wake you back up. This is why men don't do a hot shower at the end of the day, because it wakes you back up. You're literally, like if someone throws a bucket of water on you, it's to wake you up. When at the end of the day, it's 8:30, 9:30 at night, and you're trying to wind down, you're going to go take a 15-minute hot shower. Shit, I'm up. I'm up after that. Now I got to watch a movie.
I take a hot
Sure.
shower at night. I am so relaxed. I get into my bed. I'm nice and toasty. I'll take a
Toasty.
book out, maybe look at my phone, but I'm good. I'm just chilling.
See?
It doesn't wake me up. I think that's a man thing.
Well, now the gender identity is passed back. We're on the same page. It's a gender concept.
but you're saying most people when they take a hot shower are revitalized.
Men, I should
Men.
clarify.
And I'm
Most men.
saying women don't think that way.
You know what? That shower water might as well be chamomile for women. That's what you know what? Because no, I get it. It puts you right to sleep, and I get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it because like it doesn't affect me in that way, but I get that it does that for women. You love to put a towel around your head, have that puffy little
Yeah.
robe that most women don't even really own, but we picture from the movies, from the hotel, and yeah, I get it. Toasty. It's a great adjective. You feel toasty.
Toasty.
Men never feel toasty. We get the weight of the world.
And how could
We're always getting
men,
our asses kicked.
after a long day at work, and I'll end it here unless you have more to say, get in bed when you're dirty? Why can't you guys just take a shower at night, get nice and clean, put your pajamas on, or if you're naked, doesn't matter. All the more reason why you should take a shower at night.
A
And
pig
feel
is most comfortable in his own filth. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. It's just, yeah, you know what? I've earned that stink. I kind of like my own stink a little bit. I don't want to stink like I smell, but like, you ever, I don't know, sound engineer Carrie, we'll get a nod from you. I'm going to go way out here. Once in a great while, like we're all decent modern humans where we wear not just deodorant, probably antiperspirant deodorant. We don't want to sweat. Once in a while, you forget. And then, the next day you're like, shit, I kind of smell like a New York cab driver. I don't know how that happened. But a little bit of you is like, I'm kind of connecting with my cave sense a little bit. It kind of, there's sort of a little bit, yeah, a little bit that you're like, I just connected with my manly essence. Once in a while, it kind of does a little something. And I think, I don't know, just going to bed with your stinker. Also, I'm into efficiency. What am I take a shower before I go to bed and then not take one in the morning? That sucks. That
What?
sucks. Do
Okay.
you take a morning shower and an evening shower?
Just an evening shower. Usually,
You see your nuts.
okay. We're not going to agree on this. We're totally not going to agree on this. And by the way, Paul, you might like your manly odor, but I would double check with Chelsea to see if she thinks when you start smelling your armpits and you're in heaven because the odor is so nice, ask her if she feels the same way.
Well, you know what? Okay, and if we're gonna go that route, that's a fair question. You don't want to stink, but I have noticed in my dating years, I noticed that women would mention that they like a man's scent, not cologne, not your soap, your scent, the scent of the man. And I had never really noticed a woman's scent. I don't know. And I think it goes back to cave times, hunter gatherers. Women have to be able to smell and see if a root or a little herb is safe or not. You have a better sense of smell. I think women have a better sense of smell because women are more tuned to the scent. In fact, there was a dating company. There was a blind dating company. I don't know if you heard about this years ago. I don't think it did well because you don't hear about it anymore. What they did, it was blind dating, but you would have to wear a shirt for 3 days. And then you would send in the shirt. And then the women would smell the shirt. And based on the scent of that worn shirt, they would choose the man.
We're not going to agree on this one.
But hold on. All right. So in wrapping though for our venter, do you say, Chrissy, get off your ass and take the shower? Or do you say, I get it. If you're too tired, just go to bed? Which one turns you off more? Not taking the shower because you stink or
What turns me off? That's a great question. Would be turning me off would be not taking a shower and getting in bed. If you need to take a shower, damn it, get in that shower, run the water, and get clean.
interesting. And I'm going the other way. I'm going to say,
Okay.
assuming you don't work in the sewer and you're coming home in your own filth. I used to work construction. I know it's like to come home with like dirt on your face. But like if you're not physically dirty and it's just a refresher, I say go to bed. Go to bed.
All right then.
Go to bed. What?
Let's hear vent number 3, Loretta. Hurry up, please.
Good God.
I have dryer rage. Anybody else have clothes come out of the dryer and their clothes are still damp? The guys on your podcast probably don't even do their own laundry. The girl will have to answer. I think her name is Claire.
I don't know what podcast they wrote that into. I've never met Claire. But Claire's probably friends with Loretta in the non-existent realm.
Yeah.
Could be that. Could be that.
I'm getting rage because she didn't
Claretta?
get my name right. This is Chris Rage, not Dryer Rage. My name is
Wow.
Chris, not Claire. And it's Paul. We've got one host, Paul. So yeah, I think you're looking at the wrong podcast. But I will say, when I'm waiting for my clothes to dry, and I'm like, thank God it's done, because now I can move on to something else, and they're still damp. Oh my God, shove it back in,
Yeah.
put it on for another 30 minutes, and wait. Because I have gone out, let's say, and the dryer's running, come back. Now everything's wrinkled. So I kind of wait until it's done, pull it out and fold it and put it away. But if it's damp and I got to shove it back in, it's like, really, what a waste of time.
100%. 100%. I think this is a first world gripe, a very modern gripe that our electric dryer is not doing enough for us that we don't want to do for ourselves. I get it. And I'm there. Oh man. You know, actually with our baby clothes, this has been pissing me off. With our baby clothes, these little onesies, some of them, I don't know how we came to have these, whatever, but some are magnetic. Instead of a
Yeah.
zipper, they just magnet, instead of buttons, they kind of,
Yeah.
whatever. For some reason, these damn things, the magnets will stick to the dryer, to the drum of the dryer. And I don't know why that has an effect, but those don't dry. And they
Oh,
come out damp, at least damp. They're not soggy, but they're damp. It's enough to piss you off. And you're right, Chrissy. You're in that vortex of awkwardness because you can't let your stuff sit because it'll wrinkle, but you got to make sure that you don't take it out early.
you know what?
Sometimes you just got to run it again. Sometimes you just got to run it again. You
Yeah.
really do.
And whatever happened to the days where you could put your clothes on a line outside and let them dry naturally? You know what? We've all become snobs because your neighbor you don't like the fact that they've got their sheets hanging on a line in their backyard. I don't really care. I like the idea of drying my clothes on a line outside. We don't do it because we know the neighbors will go like, what are they doing? So I would love to be able to put my clothes outside.
Now you're saying someone's going to go out there with a basket of clothespins and each piece by piece, and not to mention the wrinkle you're going to get under the clothespin. You're going to get a wrinkle under the clothespin.
Yeah.
That's a given. It's going to happen. Yeah, your neighbor sees your underwear. Gary points out it's true. If you got hash marks or racing stripes down your underwear, then the whole world knows about it.
Oh,
Even
God.
though they have them too. If they're not showing theirs and you're the one who's naked.
Not
Yeah,
everybody wears underwear.
Jesus, Commando, Chrissy. Are you Chrissy Commando? God,
I'm not
the
saying that
temperature
I don't
just
wear.
went up at the vent.
No, I'm not saying I don't wear underwear. I'm just saying not everybody wears underwear.
Did you live in the commune back in the day,
No,
Chrissy? Is this because scary reference
no.
to commune? I
I
think that might have been.
I tried to get a cheap laugh and I got one.
Yo, you did. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think it's the effort. I don't know if people. I mean, I get it. If you see clothing outside, it is. If it's the wrong kind of line, it looks like a shitty neighborhood.
Yeah,
It looks
so
like ghetto. Even though that's probably the most effortuitous neighbor around. They're putting the most work into their, like that's probably actually the least lazy neighbor.
I think I'm vented out. I think we should move on to the comments. What do you think?
Wow. Wow. Well, sometimes there is an end.
Yeah,
That's all there is
okay.
on dry reach. Because he's like when the coke leaves your system, you're just time for bed. Chrissy just hit 4 a.m. on the Ventthis podcast.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
here we go.
yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
Okay. Why can't I read this? Oh, here we go.
Tired. You need a shower.
I'm too tired to take my clothes off.
Time
All
to go
right.
get toasty.
Yeah. I don't want to smell body odor.
Uh,
Okay.
hey, or
Here's comment
commando,
number
apparently.
one. Yeah. I am from Canada and my name is Brett. Thanks, Brett. And I think this is a fun podcast. Oh, you Canadians, you might be Americans now. Okay, we won't go there. We're not political. It seems you guys have a great sense of humor and do not take life too seriously. We could all learn from this. I'm glad you said that because we don't take life seriously. Right, Paul?
And 100%. And how Canadian is it to be one of the few people who actually does what we ask and address yourself? Hi, I'm from Canada and my name is Brett. What a nice, friendly Canadian.
Yes.
This is who we think, because there's nothing wrong with stereotyping if we all admit that a lot of it is reasonable. And to say that Canadians are friendly, it's pretty reasonable. And
We have we have
I like
family
Brett.
from Vancouver and
Oh,
beautiful, lovely people in Canada.
yeah, right across the board, east to west.
Yeah.
I'm from New England. We're very close to Montreal, Quebec, because I have family who is
Toronto.
Quebecois. Yeah, Toronto. Je me souviens means I do
Très
remember.
bien.
Oui, oui, ça va bien. Yeah, thanks for reaching out, Brett. I hope you're enjoying some maple syrup as we speak. That's not a slice. I really hope you're enjoying it.
Comment number 3. Let's see what Paul can do with this one. How can I get a Ventus baseball cap? They look really cool. Chris looks great wearing it. Is she a model? Whoa. Is that a
Wow.
pickup line or what? I'm
That's someone who
married,
wants a
by the
hat.
way. Yeah.
That's
We
someone who
can,
wants a hat. I think
we
that's how
got to
you
get
get a
hats
hat.
out. Yeah.
What do you
If
think,
you,
Chrissy? Was that compliment enough to get him a hat?
I'd love to give this guy a hat. Where do I send it?
Well, maybe Brett from Canada could give this guy a lesson on how to be, locatable.
Yeah. Well, let
Venter,
us know.
Venter, how about this? Venter, you know what? Because you asked so nicely and you gave a great compliment to Chrissy. If you reach in, yeah, look at that glow. She is a model. God, look at that. Look at that.
I'm striking a pose.
Striking a pose. Oh, especially with all the bracelets in the watch. That
Yeah.
kind of reminded me of like some Madonna back in the day.
Yeah. Thank you.
So if you write in, tell us you were the one who complimented Chrissy and you want the hat, just tell us where. And we can't
Yeah.
just, throw it out the window and hope it lands on you.
And
You
you'll
know,
get one
Let-
of the, yeah. You'll get one of these.
Look at that. Look
And
at
Paul
that.
looks,
And
yeah.
all we ask in return, tag us in a post wearing it. Tag
Indeed.
us in a post. Let us know that you're helping spread the word, and we will paint you from head to toe. Invent this.
I mean, we're giants in the podcast world. We've got gajillion followers.
So
But
many.
we'll take the time and send you a hat because we're that sharing and giving.
I'm gonna, without even consulting with Chrissy, I just feel like you're gonna be on board with me. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Sound engineer Gary, hopefully you agree. I think if somebody wants a hat, if you go this far, if you get a Ventthis logo neck tattoo, we will send you a hat and a t-shirt. We don't even have t-shirts, but Chrissy, am I alone on this, or Are you down? If they get us if they get a neck tattoo of our logo, they get a t-shirt.
I would go so far as to have the tattoo across their forehead.
That'll get, you know what? I'll get you a Ventthis Nike set. I will get custom. I will get, you can have custom Nikes. I'll get you a pair of custom Nikes. If you get Ventthis tattooed on your forehead, not in henna, not some bullshit.
Yeah, real.
We'll give you a hat if you get even a henna tattoo on your forehead. Take a picture and send it to us. But if it's a real tattoo,
Yeah, we'll do
we'll
it.
send you a pair of custom Ventthis Nikes.
And a bottle of Advil, because that shit's gonna hurt.
Don't get in their head. Just let them do it.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm with you.
And wherever we send it, better be far away because you're a fucking Looney Tune. You better not be outside. Keep your friends close and your enemies way far away if you're that kind of nut. Yeah. But
All right.
be creative. Show us. You want to know how to get a hat from us? Be creative and show us how to earn one. Blow us away. Blow our Ventthis minds, and you show us how to earn a hat. Don't come asking. Fight Club. Remember Fight Club? You
Yeah.
want to get into Fight Club? You stand on the front steps until they let you into Fight Club. Come stand on our front steps. Not actually, because we'll call the police. But show us. Show us what's up your sleeve. Tag that shit on a fucking bridge. You know what I mean? Go spray paint it on a police car. Go spray paint Ventthis on a police car and take a picture. You'll get a hat. You'll get a hat. We'll know where to send it, the county jail. But fine. Impress us. Vent the shit out of us, you know? Earn a hat. Don't come in with these questions, this soft toss. Don't even tell us where to send it and you ask. What, just because you tell Chrissy she's cute? That's great. It's a start.
Well, they said if I was they asked if I was a model, but anyway, thanks, Paul. I'm trying to
Sure.
bring Paul down. Once he gets started,
Oh.
for those of you who don't watch us on YouTube, he
There's not
goes
much.
crazy. Shoves his chair back from the computer. His hands start flailing. He's like a bouncing ball. Just to
Oh.
give you an idea of how wild he gets.
A
But
whirling
and on that
dervish.
note, yeah. I think we're done. We're finished, Paul. We are vented out.
Oh, God.
So, anyway, look at us on YouTube because we're sometimes insane. Instagram, follow us. Our phone number is 818-570-2535. I'll say it again, 818-570-2535.
Oh, with authority.
Yeah. And
I feel
I'm
like I can
done,
dial that
Paul.
with my mind with that kind of power. I don't even need a phone. I can just tune in.
And I'm tuning out.
Yeah. Go take a hot shower, Chris. See if
Yeah.
it puts you to bed or wakes you back up. I'm curious.
Toodles.
Toodles.